Import and direct query, looking in import mode first. So we look in this yellow box in the middle. This is what's in a Power BI service. When we publish a report, it separates the report to a data set and the Power BI report. So this top brown box is the data set, which has the data and the metadata, and then we have probably some visuals. So data is copied from the source. Complex ETLs and transformations can happen. And this data is stored in the Power BI service. So app.powerbi.com, it's all stored behind the scenes. But it's stored for you. Then when a user looks at the report, this report gets the data directly from the data set. So it doesn't look at the source anymore. It's all the data is in Power BI service, and that's why it's really, really quick and really powerful. And this same data set, it can be connected to lots of different Power BI reports and Excel. So this one data set can be used across lots of different things as well. So what is direct query? Now you notice direct query is very similar, except in our data set, we don't have the data, we only have the metadata. So when a user looks at a report, they might look at a specific graph. Now this graph says, I need some data. So it asks the metadata. The metadata, the data set, knows what the data should look like. So it goes to the source, wherever the data comes from, and it directly gets the data in almost real time, which is sent back and loaded to the visual. Now you can imagine that this is quite slow because every time you do a filter or change some data, it has to reload the visual, it has to go back to your database, wherever the data lived before, and load that data directly. So direct query is good in some ways, but a lot of the time we don't want to use it because it's very slow. You can't do much things like transformations or complex calculations because it has to do this on the fly.